On this 16th day of December, in the year of our Lord 2015, in the presence of our degree candidates and faculty, members of the Board of Trustees, our overseers, members of the Women's Council, alumni, honored guests, and friends, the December commencement of Bellarmine University is hereby officially in session. To all here present, we extend a most cordial welcome. Dr. Karen Shadle, Assistant Director of Campus Ministry and Catholic Worship, will offer our invocation. Will everyone remain standing?
Let us bow our heads together. Good and gracious God, we stand today in your holy presence with a deep sense of accomplishment, hope, joy, and gratitude. Today we celebrate what has been and dream about what will be. We thank you for the gift of these graduates, for faculty and staff, for loving parents, spouses, family, and friends gathered here, and for the many who have supported us on this journey who are not with us tonight. We have known your presence in so many ways during our time at Bellarmine, in tasks completed, challenges met, losses unexpected, in spurts of creative energy, and in changed relationships. Every joy, every sorrow, every moment of discernment, we offer it back to you in thanksgiving. O God, we invoke your presence on these commencement ceremonies, this sacred time of celebration and transition. May we always walk in the love of truth and radiate your goodness to the world. For all that has been, we offer thanks. For all that will be, we say yes. For all this, we pray together in your holy name. Amen.
Please remain standing and join Dr. Mark Cano in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. The recipients of the honorary degrees will now be presented and conferred by the President of Bellarmine University, Dr. Joseph J. McGowan.
Thank you, Provost Pfeffer. The recipient of the honorary degrees are as follows. Bellarmine University is pleased to recognize and honor you, Rabbi Joseph Rooks Rapport, Senior Rabbi at the Temple in Louisville, for your leadership in interfaith relations and commitment to social justice. You've served the congregation at the Temple since 1988. You teach a variety of adult education classes, as well as the religious school's 6th grade class and the High School of Jewish Studies, guiding the Temple confirmation class and working closely with bar and bat mitzvah students. Each summer you work with Jewish children during a 2-week session at Goldman Union Camp Institute in Zionsville, Indiana. You also oversee many congregational programs, serving as rabbinic liaison for the Brotherhood, the Temple Archives, and the Building Committee, among others. Since 1992, you've taught popular courses in Jewish thought and philosophy at Bellarmine University. You're also involved in numerous interfaith and social action activities in the larger community. You and your wife, Rabbi Galia R. Rooks, who also is senior rabbi at the Temple, share a seat on the board of directors of the Center for Interfaith Relations and the Kentucky Interfaith Power and Light Board. You're past chair of the Louisville Coalition for the Homeless and of Many People, One Community, a diversity project of the National Conference for Community and Justice. Your work with groups such as NCCJ, a human relations organization that seeks to build mutual respect among all people, regardless of race, culture, sexual orientation, gender, socioeconomic background, or faith, speaks to your great commitment to tikkun olam, a concept found in classic rabbinic literature that has come to connote the pursuit of social justice. Its literal meaning is world repair. The Temple was a founding member decades ago of the Reform Judaism movement, which has always been inclusive. Inclusiveness is a deeply held value, you said in a recent Courier Journal article about equality. Why wouldn't you welcome people of faith? You cited an inscription etched in glass at the Temple's predecessor building on 3rd Street downtown that read, "My house shall be a house for all people." Within the Jewish community, you've served as a member of the Executive Committee of the Jewish Community Foundation and as president of the Kentucky Board of Rabbis and Cantors, and you're past chair of the Jewish Community Relations Council. Nationally, you're a contributor to Reform Voices of Torah and the URJ's Torah Study, and we're chair of the Computers and Technology Committee of the Central Conference of American Rabbis. In 2010, you were chosen to write the lead commentary on the book of Leviticus for Reform Voices of Torah, a national podcast of the Union for Reform Judaism. In 2012, you produced Torah Teka, iBook Prayer Book, an interactive Hebrew prayer book for use with the Apple iPad. Our Lord would be pleased with all this technology enhancing His truth. You received your PhD in American Jewish history in 1988 from Washington University in St. Louis, and a Master of Arts in History from the same university in 1986. You're a graduate of Hebrew Union College in Cincinnati, where you were ordained in June 1984. You received your Master of Arts in Hebrew Letters from the Los Angeles campus of HUC, prior to which you spent a full year in Israel at the college's campus in Jerusalem. At the Hebrew Union College, you began your study of the American Jewish experience with your rabbinic thesis, a computerized collective biography entitled Notable American Jewish Women. You have also completed theses and major works on the American involvement in the Holocaust, the early settlement of the Jews in Georgia, Fannie Hurst, Leni Riefenstahl, local and regional campaign media, and various technical works in the field of computers and education. Your publications include Roots of Reform in Louisville, a scholarly review establishing the Temple among the founders of Reform Judaism, and a biographical sketch of Louise Waterman Wise in the New Encyclopedia, Jewish Women in America. Of particular resonance during these troubled times of refugee crises, your doctoral dissertation concerned Emma Lazarus, the American Jewish poetess whose sonnet, The New Colossus, adores the Statue of Liberty, and ends this way. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, to me. I'll lift my lamp beside the golden door. You and Rabbi Rooks have 2 children, Yale and Lev Rooks Rapport. At Bellarmine University, an independent Catholic university serving the region, nation, and world, we educate talented, diverse students of many faiths, ages, nations, and cultures with respect for each individual's intrinsic value and dignity. We're especially inspired by Thomas Merton, the late monk from the Abbey of Gethsemane, whose philosophy and writings on the search for truth, religious inquiry, the nature of humanity, the value of cross-cultural and interfaith awareness and diversity, and his advocacy for peace, sustainability, and social justice. These are at the core of our community values and our Catholic identity. For your own commitment to inclusiveness, mutual respect, and social justice, your efforts to repair the world, Bellarmine University is honored to award on this, the 16th day of December in the year 2015, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa to you, Rabbi Joseph Rapport. So if you just stand right there. By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Kentucky and the trustees of Bellarmine University, it gives me great pleasure to confer on you, Rabbi Joe Rooks Rapport, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa. Congratulations. Bellarmine University is pleased to recognize and honor you, Dr. Marion Swope, class of '69 at Bellarmine, for your efforts to improve the lives of young people through your work as a physician specializing in child and adolescent psychiatry, and for your steadfast support of and service to your alma mater, Bellarmine University. You were the first person in your family to attend college, and you credit Lexington Catholic High School for helping you receive the scholarship that allowed you to enroll at Ursuline College in 1965. Ursuline merged with Bellarmine, actually Bellarmine merged with Ursuline, and you graduated from Bellarmine in 1969 with a degree in medical technology. You then pursued a medical degree from the College of Medicine at the University of Kentucky, where you completed a residency in general psychiatry and a fellowship in child and adolescent psychiatry. Your current appointment is at the University Hospital's Chandler Medical Center in Lexington, where, among your many responsibilities, you oversee the Child and Adolescent Residency Program. In addition to general practice, you're also an associate professor in the University of Kentucky College of Medicine. Of particular interest to you are issues that may affect the mental health of children and young people, including developmental disorders, autism spectrum disorders, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, mood disorder, and depression. You have a firm commitment to juvenile justice and to making sure that young people in facilities operated by the Department of Juvenile Justice receive appropriate mental health care. In March '99, you initiated a successful pilot project in telepsychiatry with juvenile justice, providing psychiatric services to youth in the Mayfield Youth Development Center through video conferencing. You've subsequently made numerous presentations about telepsychiatry, an area of treatment that U.S. News and World Report just this year described as the new frontier in mental health, and contributing to be and continue to be the attending psychiatrist for the Department of Juvenile Justice. You're a member of the American Psychiatric Association, Kentucky Psychiatric Association, Medical Alumni Association, the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, and former member of Lexington Catholic Social Services Bureau and the Parish Council of St. Paul's Church in Lexington. Since July 1995, you've been a member of Bellarmine's Board of Trustees, serving on the Student Life and Academic Affairs Committees. The decision to join the board was an easy one, you said, and I quote you as you said, "It's an excellent school. I had great teachers there and good memories." And now you have helped us create the same for students who followed you. You've been impressed by all the development that has occurred on Bellarmine's campus in the past 20 years, including new residence halls, the renovation of Knights Hall, and the Bellarmine Centro project underway. As a student of the sciences, you remember going through the old labs on a campus tour for trustees and seeing how desperately they needed to be updated. I added that word, which also occurred. Bellarmine has been completely remade since I've been on the board, you said, while modestly adding that you can't take all the credit, but you certainly can take a lot of the credit. But mostly you said you've been impressed by the caliber of students who have visited with the board, including the 1999 mock trial team, 2011 men's basketball team, both of which won national championships. The students who have talked to us are so poised, accomplished as young people. The Bellarmine product is superb. It's important for you to hear what trustees think of you. And she's a psychiatrist, so you can't fool her. Among your honors, you've been named a Distinguished Fellow of the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry and a Fellow of the American Psychiatric Association. You've also received the Child and Adolescent Psychiatry Residence Outstanding Supervisor Award for 4 years, and the Child and Adolescent Psychiatry Residence Outstanding Faculty Award for 3 years, and the Lyman Johnson Torch of Excellence Award at the UK School of Medicine. In '94, you were inducted in Bellarmine's Gallery of Distinguished Graduates and are a member of Bellarmine University's Heritage Society. At Bellarmine University, as you know, Marion, one of our core values is cura personalis, meaning care of the person. Each person is an individual, and each person is a whole person. Cura personalis demonstrates care for each person as an individual, and each individual is a whole person. And throughout your career, you have lived this value, not only as a doctor providing essential treatment for patients at a vulnerable age, but also as a teacher of future physicians and as an innovator who embraced technology to create new ways of connecting patients with mental health services. So Bellarmine University, your alma mater, is honored, therefore, to award on this 16th day of December in the year 2015 the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa to you, Dr. Marion Swope. Stand right there while I say the magic words. All right, so hold on to this. Thank you. And Dr. Swope, by the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Kentucky and the trustees of Bellarmine University, it gives me great pleasure to confer on you, Dr. Marion A. Swope, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa. Congratulations. And now I'm pleased to present the chairman of our Board of Trustees, Mr. Pat Malloy, who heads a Elmcroft Senior Living company, and he will introduce our commencement speaker. Mr. Malloy.
Thank you, Dr. McGowan. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is my great pleasure to introduce your commencement speaker, Rabbi Joseph Rooks Rapport. As you've just heard from Dr. McGowan, among his many other accomplishments, he has taught here. He's taught Jewish thought and philosophy here at Bellarmine University since 1992. As a teacher, he receives consistently high marks from his students. Melanie Prejean Sullivan, our Director of Campus Ministry, shared with me some of the comments that she has heard from alumni who've taken your classes. Rabbi, they say, quote, his teaching style keeps us focused and into the subject. He makes us want to learn all about this topic. He's a phenomenal presenter. He has charisma. Based on those comments, I'm pretty positive that we're in for an educational and entertaining presentation this evening. It's my great honor to introduce to you your commencement speaker, Rabbi Joseph Rooks Rapport.
So I walked into a bakery in the neighborhood a few weeks back, and I was greeted by a bright-eyed, smiling-faced 18-year-old young woman behind the counter. She said, "You're Rabbi Rapport, aren't you?" And I said yes, thinking that she'd grown up in the neighborhood and had met me in some way. "I'm going to Bellarmine next year," she said, "and I can't wait to take your class." "Really?" I said, "and why's that?" And she said, "Because my father said you were his favorite teacher." I learned from that brief encounter that I may have made a difference in my life, but for a certainty, I am getting older. I've been teaching here in the theology department at Bellarmine for nearly 25 years, following my mentor and teacher, Rabbi Herbert Waller, who taught here for more than 25 years as well. And if you can do the math and you know how old Bellarmine is, then you know that there's been a rabbi teaching at this Catholic university for pretty much as long as it's been around. That says something about this place and the education which we, your professors, and Dr. McGowan and the administration, and the dedicated trustees of this university have hoped to provide for you. We've hoped to prepare you to make a difference in the world, where difference represents our strengths, where building a rich and vital community is a responsibility in which all of us can share, a place where you can become builders of a brighter future for us all. I am very honored this afternoon to have been chosen to deliver these few words on behalf of your Bellarmine family, and because the Bellarmine asked for its rabbi to give this speech, I hope you won't mind, but I've chosen to tell you a Bible story, taken from the cycle of readings which is being read in Jewish congregations throughout the world this week, the Joseph Tales. Joseph, Jacob's son, the dreamer of dreams, the one with the colorful coat, that one, Joseph, found himself wandering in a field one day. He had set out that morning on a mission from his father, one of life's simpler tasks, it seemed. "Go and seek your brothers who are shepherding the flock at Shechem." Jacob had said it, and Joseph had departed. And he was lost. He had traveled skillfully along the road, and yet he was wandering in a field alone. He was where he was meant to be, and yet alone, without direction as to where he would find his future. And then a man appeared to him in the field, not an angel it would seem, not by appearance at any rate, just a man in a field, and he asked him, "What are you looking for?" And Joseph replied, "I'm looking for my brothers." And the man in the field showed Joseph the way. It's a simple story on its surface. Nothing particularly astonishing transpires. As Bible stories go, this one seems hardly worth the mention. Two people meet one day in a field, and one helps the other on his way. Unless, of course, you know the rest of the story. Because were it not for this anonymous man in the field, Joseph would never have found his brothers at Dothan. They would not have quarreled and thrown him into a pit. He would have missed that particular caravan that was just happening to pass upon its way towards Egypt. Joseph would never have been sold to them as a slave. Joseph would never have gone down into Egypt. He would never have found his way from a slave in Potiphar's house to a prisoner in Pharaoh's dungeon, to minister over all of Egypt. He would never have brought his family down from Egypt to escape the famine. The people of Israel might never have grown to be so numerous and then been enslaved by a new Pharaoh who knew not Joseph. There would have been no need for a Moses to come with signs and wonders to bring them out of slavery. The Red Sea would never have parted. The mountain would not have roared, and the Ten Commandments would never have been placed in our hands. The entire history of the children of Israel would never have happened were it not for the fact that once Joseph, Jacob's son, the dreamer of dreams, the one with the colorful coat, found himself wandering in a field alone. The entire history of the Jewish people would have been irrevocably changed were it not for this one man, whose name we never know, who pointed the way for Joseph, who was wandering in the field. Who was this man whom Joseph encounters on his way? Who was this stranger in the field who sees Joseph wandering and inquires about his path? Who was this man in the field who happens to have seen his brothers and happens to have heard their plans, and who sends Joseph out upon a complex series of adventures which will occupy the rest of his life and the rest of our story and the largest collection of tales within the Genesis narrative. Who is this mysterious man in the field? Clearly, the man in the field is more than just a man. Clearly, he acts as part of a grand plan which God has established from the beginning for Israel to fulfill. But in another way, the man in the field is a purely human metaphor. He's just a man standing in a field who knowingly or unknowingly becomes part of one of the greatest stories in human history. For you see, this story about Joseph, Jacob's son, the dreamer of dreams, it's not really about Joseph at all. It's about you. It may have been written more than 3,000 years ago, but it's about you. It's about this Bellarmine University class of 2015. You are Joseph. And we who set you forth upon this journey, we are Jacob. And Bellarmine, this garden of learning, has been the field of your wandering during which, it was our hope, you might find a man or a woman in this field who would help you to find your way along the path of life's journey. And while it is our fervent hope that your journey might be a little less traumatic than Joseph's would turn out to be, still in all, it will likely be filled with quite a bit of drama along the way. You will face challenges along life's journey, and you will encounter others, perhaps many times, who will come to help you and point for you the way. And perhaps in time, you will become such a guide for another traveler who might pass your way as well. I like to think that in large and small ways, each of us can be such a man in the field. Because in large and small ways, we too can change the surface of our world by helping someone to do something that they could not have done alone, by inspiring someone to be all that they can be in their life, by showing someone a simple human kindness which leads them down a particular path instead of that one. And there is a difference. Each of us, by our existence, changes the face of all history by simple acts of life and love. The world would be different were it not for any one of our lives. And it's up to us to decide what that difference will be, great or small, richer or poorer, for blessing or for curse. We are, all of us, standing here today because someone along the way, at this place and at this time, has greeted us as a man or a woman in a field, who in grand or simple ways has pointed us to this moment. Think about that at this moment. Who are the unknown angels in your life? And here's a more important question. For whom have we, in grand or simple ways, been such a man or a woman in the field as well? How might you make such a difference in someone's life? And as long as I'm asking you, class of 2015, and since in this particular telling of this ancient tale, you are Joseph, the dreamer of dreams, what exactly are your dreams? And how do you imagine that they will come true? Joseph's dreams didn't simply become a reality. He learns this through his destiny, and that though it may be great, he will need to work hard in order to make his own destiny come true. He needs to build for himself the world of his dreams. And so too, class of 2015, our Joseph, so too, you must make your dreams come true. For though you may not yet know it, your destiny too is for greatness. These years you've spent at Bellarmine, they were here for you as a time to wander in the field, to gain for yourself that essential liberal arts education and experience which your family, like Jacob, has hoped you would find for yourself here, to encounter a man or a woman or many men, perhaps many, who might lead you to find your dreams and to engage in dreams of others. The story of Joseph, your story, is the greatest coming-of-age story in all of history because we keep telling this tale and living these words, and generation upon generation, we are still here today. It's your story, or it's our story, or at least it can be, when you are willing to journey onward from this place and pursue your dreams. What dreams will you follow? To work, to school, to build a family, or to help to build a better world? How will you become a part of your own dreams and the dreams of others, wherever your path might lead? Because our dreams don't come true simply because we dream them. Our dreams become true because we live them stage by stage and make them real. The man in the field in the Joseph tale didn't need to be an angel simply because he changed the entire history of the world. He could just as easily have been a man standing in the field. We, all of us, may imagine ourselves as human, simply mortal, children of other women and men without the fluttering wings or golden trumpets which we imagine all angels must have. And yet we, all of us, may actually be angels just waiting for God's call to change the destiny of the world through our grand or simple efforts in the lives of others. When Joseph interprets Pharaoh's dreams, he learns that it is his destiny to carry more than his own dreams to fruition. He learns that through his life, he can save the lives of others. By feeding the hungry, by fulfilling his destiny, he can redeem the world. Consider this as well, class of 2015, as you set forth on the path of your life, which begins for you this day. You are the inheritors of a broken world, a world desperately in need of repair, a world waiting still to be redeemed. Part of what it means to be successful in your life is to live a life of value, to make a difference in the world for the good of us all, and most particularly for those in need. These years at Bellarmine have taught you much about the challenges which you will face in our world today. Many of you have chosen to enter professions through which you can teach or protect or heal the lives of others through your work. All of you, whatever you may choose to do with your lives, hold the power to repair the brokenness of our world within your hands. Make a difference with your life, whatever your path of life might choose. Make a difference in your life, and you will find a future more golden than you can possibly know. It is a long and glorious journey you set out upon this day. A journey to discover your destiny, a journey to create that destiny through your own lives. Make a difference along the way, and whatever may come, your way will be blessed. In ancient words that echo the most modern and universal hopes of our dreams, let me say to you now, Bruchim atem v'voachem, uvruchim atem v'tzeitchem, me'ata v'ad olam, hallelujah. Blessed are you who have come here this day. Blessed be you as you go upon your way. From this time forth and forever, may you bless God's eternal name. Amen.
At this time, we are very pleased to honor an undergraduate student for her outstanding academic achievement. She is graduating summa cum laude with the highest class standing and therefore is receiving the Archbishop's Medal for Scholastic Excellence. Flannery Marie Musk, would you please come forward so that President McGowan can present you with this richly deserved award? Flannery will graduate summa cum laude from the Ansley Fraser Thornton School of Education, majoring in secondary education and mathematics. Congratulations to Ms. Musk on this outstanding academic achievement. The deans of the university will now present to President McGowan their school's candidates who have completed the requirements for their respective Bellarmine degrees.
President McGowan, I have the honor to present this scroll with the names of the candidates for degrees from the Bellarmine College of Arts and Sciences. These candidates have acquired both theoretical insights and practical experiences. They can use research and data to examine the social institutions in which they will live. And they are prepared to make important contributions to their community and to the larger society. The members of the December class of 2015 have fully complied with the requirements of their respective degrees. On behalf of the distinguished faculty of Bellarmine College, I congratulate all Arts and Sciences graduates upon their many accomplishments, and I recommend to the Board of Trustees that their degrees be conferred.
Mr. President, on this list are the names of candidates for degrees from the W. Fielding Rubel School of Business. They represent the next generation of business leaders. These candidates have significantly increased their earning potential by the degrees they receive today. But having a business degree is not just about the economic advantages. People with college degrees are more likely to be healthier and even more likely to read to their children at night. But beyond helping themselves and their families, they will also be helping society. As business leaders, they will help the economy grow, which directly impacts the prosperity of all of us. For instance, over the past 20 years, because of economic growth, 1 billion people have come out of poverty. But the work is not done. Recently, there are 39 million Americans still in poverty. There's much work still to be done. But personally, I'm looking forward to their leadership and seeing how much they will achieve for themselves, their families, and our society. Their destiny, after all, as we heard, is for greatness. Therefore, on behalf of their faculty, I congratulate them for their many accomplishments and recommend to the Board of Trustees that their degrees be conferred.
President McGowan, it is my honor to present this scroll with the names of the degree candidates from the Donna and Allen Lansing School of Nursing and Health Sciences. The scroll contains the names of candidates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice, Master of Science in Nursing, and Master of Health Science degrees, and baccalaureate degrees in nursing, exercise science, medical laboratory science, and respiratory therapy. Thomas Merton said, "The least of the work of learning is done in classrooms." These candidates have completed hundreds of hours of study outside of classrooms through internships, community-engaged activities, and supervised clinical experiences, and are well prepared for the challenges and rigors of a rapidly evolving healthcare environment. These professionals enter the community as vital members of the interdisciplinary healthcare team, applying their knowledge, skills, and expertise to promote health, facilitate healing, and alleviate suffering. Dr. McGowan, these candidates have fully complied with the requirements of their degree programs and are recommended for graduation by the Lansing School faculty. I respectfully request that these certificates and degrees be conferred.
President McGowan, I have the honor of representing the distinguished faculty and staff of the Ansley Fraser Thornton School of Education. It is on their behalf that I am pleased to present this scroll with the names of our candidates for degrees in the education profession. Teaching is the oldest and one of the most distinguished of professions. The teaching profession in the 21st century is a thrilling vocation and requires a new kind of teacher. For example, it has been noted by corporate leaders and scholars that 65% of today's elementary-age children will end up in jobs that haven't yet been created. Thus, the skills required of graduates a decade from now shall be quite different from graduates today. Bellarmine teachers and principals are prepared to meet modern-day challenges in inner-city, suburban, and rural schools. Building upon a solid liberal arts experience from Bellarmine College faculty that inspires broad and creative reflection, our education graduates go on to learn new ways of helping children become effective problem solvers, visionaries, and thinkers using today's technologies. The sacred mission all teachers accept is this: to help every child, whether born to privilege or poverty, to grow into adults capable of achieving their American dream. We wish our graduates Godspeed and invoke the words spoken by Angela Merici, the 16th century saint. With the help of God, you will do much good for others. Dr. McGowan, we are very pleased indeed to recommend these fine candidates to the Board of Trustees for conferral of their respective degrees.
President McGowan, I have the honor to present this scroll with the names of the candidates for the Master of Science in Analytics degree. This is indeed a historic night for Bellarmine, as tonight marks the first time in university history the Master of Science in Analytics degree will be conferred at commencement. These fine student pioneers have mastered the tools of their respective discipline through both theoretical understanding as well as practical application. Since they have fully complied with the requirements and have been recommended by not only the faculty, but also by the outstanding founding executive director of the Institute for Advanced Analytics, Mr. Zain Kandwala, we together recommend to the trustees of the university that their respective degrees be conferred upon them.
President McGowan, I have the honor to present this scroll with the names of the candidates for degrees from the Bellarmine University School of Communication. These students possess the skills to communicate effectively and efficiently in a rapidly changing industry. They are trained to be educated consumers and ethical producers of all forms of communication. And these students have a foundation in communication theory that will guide them as professionals in a dynamic workplace and in a media-driven society. Since these students have fully complied with their degree requirements and have been recommended by the faculty of the School of Communication, I ask that their degrees be conferred.
President McGowan, it is my privilege to present to you on behalf of my colleagues the School of Environmental Studies degree candidates. In addition to having fulfilled all academic requirements, these students commit to developing the knowledge and skills necessary to promote, ensure, and enhance the stewardship of our shared environment, its resources, and varied landscape. In doing so, these individuals reflect the values of the school and embody Bellarmine's commitment to global sustainability. Having completed all degree requirements, and upon recommendation of the faculty and Dean Kingsolver, I ask that their degrees be conferred.
Will all the candidates for degrees and members of the faculty please rise?
Thank you, Dr. Pfeffer. By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Kentucky and the trustees of Bellarmine University, I hereby confer upon the students of Bellarmine University whose names have been presented on the scrolls I've just received the degrees to which they are respectively entitled. So this moment of graduation follows. Graduates, please don your hoods, the symbol of your academic rights and duties. Congratulations. You look great. Don't worry about it. You look great. So, when you have it in reasonable shape, please be seated. But if you want to take a little extra time, go ahead. You've worked hard enough. The darn president can wait a few seconds. So good evening, and on behalf of the Bellarmine trustees, our faculty, staff, and alumni, congratulations on this occasion of your graduation as a member of Bellarmine's class of 2015, a historical achievement. Congratulations as well to our honorary degree recipients and healers, Rabbi Joseph Rapport and Dr. Marion Swope. And thanks once again, Rabbi, for your inspiring direction and reflection. Like you, my formal name is Joseph, and I've never felt more proud of that wonderful name. My duty at this point is to officially welcome each of you into the distinguished company of more than 23,000 members strong Bellarmine Alumni Association throughout the world. So welcome to the Alumni Association. Please welcome them. I promise you this, we'll work diligently to keep you connected with your alma mater, and in return, ask that you continue to do whatever you can do to stay connected with us, including through such things when you're in a position to do so as the annual fund, but just as importantly with your thoughts and your prayers. I know that your class has great potential as philanthropists. As I watched 2015 graduate Elizabeth Gordon and her colleagues raise over $20,000 this year for Cosair Children's Hospital. Way to go, that deserves some recognition, I think. As entertainment chair, Elizabeth and her colleagues achieved this impressive goal by successfully conducting the university's second annual dance marathon. For reasons unknown to me, I was invited to kick this off, maybe it's because I enjoy dance, and that gave me the opportunity to watch these eager participants both whip and nay-nay, so congratulations. No reason you can't do great service while having fun. So send my respects to Salento. And speaking of fun, I was impressed by the good work this year of 2015 graduate Max Leak, who with his co-host Gabrielle Ayers through the Bellarmine radio show That's Important BU, used great wit and gusto to keep the Bellarmine community well informed about what's happening. Bellarmine University takes hospitality and community very seriously, and Max, not only through this radio show, but with his work on our Bellarmine orientation team, has been very influential in keeping our students engaged with the community and making them feel at home at Bellarmine. So Max, thank you very much. Are you here? Good. When I think about accomplishments during your time at Bellarmine, I've been also impressed by and grateful for the development of the university's outreach to Bellarmine students who are veterans of military service to our nation. Let's recognize these women and men. This development has been made possible by staff member and veteran himself, Rick Brown. So thanks to you, Rick, for your leadership, Jay Gatrell as well, but also through the active participation of members of the university's Student Veterans Association. On this commencement day, therefore, I think of you, Nick Kaniasti, former Army Sergeant. Where's Nick? All right, babe. A little shout out for you, well deserved. Former Army Surgeon who, as a helicopter crew chief, served 3 tours in Iraq. I thank you as well for designing the logo for the group's t-shirts, and thanks for mine as well. Let's hear it for Nick. I'm conscious today of each of you and your respective degrees on the bachelor's and master's level, but also of those of you who received the university's highest degree, whether in the professions with the Doctorate of Physical Therapy and Doctorate of Nursing Practice, or our newest PhDs in education and social change. As Bellarmine continues to mature as a major university, our graduate programs and research work will receive increasing attention as we work to realize the potential of Vision 2020 as the top private university within miles. Today, I think in particular about Stacy Shipman, who received the PhD degree, and her excellent dissertation on global competence. Are you here? All right. She's in an excellent position to conduct such research as she served as an educator in Uganda before returning to the States and to Bellarmine to pursue her graduate degree. From my perspective on Stacy and her work, I'm pleased to see the university's values once again at work. Our commitment to internationalization and to serving others are 2 of them that come to mind. So thank you very much, Stacy. Likewise, in a few moments, Elizabeth Mandil will receive her PhD in Education and Social Change, and this education will further augment her successful work in the Shelby County Public Schools for 12 years, in her position as migrant advocate, supporting and serving undocumented and non-English speaking populations. Her work also affirms many important Bellarmine values, including a hunger for social justice, empowering the unpowerful, and providing hospitality to immigrant populations, which not that long ago would have included Irish immigrants who were my own family's ancestors. So thank you very much, Elizabeth. In the President's office, we also celebrate the graduation this evening of our own Angela Rohn. You got that right. She's going to graduate summa cum laude after a 9-year effort. I've heard different estimates of the time, but I picked 9, Angela, because that seemed to be the closest. Though distracted by intense work in my office, the passing of several very close family members and the responsibility of care that fell to her each time. But over her program, Angela's commitment to serving others, exploring the world, start within, made itself evident in her participation in Bellarmine's alternate spring break program and also with international travel to Kerala, India with Bellarmine faculty, staff, and students. For me this evening, Angela, you're representing not only yourself and your own story and journey, but all of the graduates tonight who've been non-traditional students, continuing your studies amidst professional and family responsibilities of great consequence, persevering over many years, and here tonight in triumph with your Bellarmine diploma. So congratulations to our non-traditional students. And I can't conclude commencement remarks at Bellarmine without reference to Thomas Merton, whose thinking, writing, values, and ideas are so influential in our culture here at Bellarmine. Among his many insights, Merton was aware not only that God exists, but that each human being, in a very real sense, is a creature of God, and because of that fact, each and every human being possesses intrinsic dignity and value. So in my presidential charge to you, I ask as you go forth to be ever mindful of your own intrinsic dignity and value, and also that each and every person with whom you'll connect keep that sensibility, with whom you'll connect and interact throughout your lives. Keep in mind the faculty and I are keenly aware that my passing recognition of just a handful of your fellow graduates only touches the surface of their stories, and certainly we miss the rich challenges and circumstances of each story of each graduate in the room this evening. I personally thank you for choosing to pursue your higher education and respective degrees at Bellarmine University. I can only hope that it's been a rewarding, satisfying, even enjoyable experience for you. But most of all, I want to thank you on behalf of the faculty and staff for sharing your life and learning with us, and in the process contributing to the tremendous meaning in our lives as we taught and learned with you. So there's a thank you in there from us to you. I don't think you have that sense. You certainly have the sense of what our faculty and staff do for you, but I don't think you have that sense, unless you've been in this position, of what you do for us as you bring our life to life as well. And finally, over the past several years, you've been receiving a Bellarmine education. And in a few moments, it'll be my great pleasure and privilege to hand you your Bellarmine degree. The faculty and I encourage you to continue always to be open and interested in learning new knowledge, new perspectives, new values throughout your life. You have a brain, you have a heart and a soul, and now you have great knowledge. All we ask is that you use these gifts wisely to create and sustain great meaning and value in your life, for your own benefit for sure, but also to use them to serve others in need and to do what you can to help make our world a better, more just, and more peaceful place. So that gets into what Rabbi Rapport is encouraging as well as the women and men in the field. So congratulations, class of 2015. Thank you, happy holidays and Godspeed, and congratulations to all the family and friends here as well.
Will the degree recipients please come forward to receive your diplomas when invited by the marshal? The following Doctor of Philosophy in Education and Social Change recipients are from the Ansley Fraser Thornton School of Education. Elizabeth Wolfe Mandiel. Stacy Danae Shipman. John Mark Sizemore. The following Doctor of Nursing Practice degree recipient is from the Donna and Alan Lansing School of Nursing and Health Sciences. Cheryl Dolores Johnson. The following Education Specialist degree recipients are from the Ansley Fraser Thornton School of Education. Glorious Corlane Lily Bates. Michael Charles Calvert. Candace Christina Harden. Natalie Marie Hawkins. The following Master of Arts in Spirituality degree recipient is from Bellarmine College. Sharon Faye Roy. The following Master of Business Administration degree recipients are from the W. Fielding Rubel School of Business. Zachary Grove Atzinger. Austin Anthony Bailey. Christina Marie Bilbrey. Thomas Mel Bolton. Daryl Glenn Booth. Ashley Nicole Boyer. Megan Renee Boyer. Jamie Lynn Domingo Carey. Kenneth John Calling. Bradley Joseph Davis. Richard Warren Dietz, Jr. Deanna Paola Duran. Anton Garcia. Daniel Christopher Gonda. Kenneth Nathaniel Harding. Allie Russell Jorish. John Taylor King. Stacy Zanger Kleinman. Matthew Jordan Larimore. Arthur Casey Mills. Leah Nicole Nazar. Benjamin Lee Olagus. Brittany Dion Phoenix. Charles Walker Price. Brian Matthew Ratterman. Kathleen Joanne Ritter. Brian Michael Ramos. Douglas Hamilton Shearer. Catherine Stewart Smith. Alexis Lynn Stover. Nisha Linnell Taylor. Catherine Marie Tishner. Lindsay Nicole Weiss. Lance Nolan Williams. Timothy Stephen Williamson. Patty Lane Wolf. Netta Zachariah. The following Master of Science in Nursing degree recipients are from the Donna and Allen Lansing School of Nursing and Health Sciences. Emily Kathleen Beckman. Kelly Crush Effinger. Julia Hempenstall Fultz. Devin Ray Gerke. Brittany Opal Gibson. Catherine Moore Keithley. Paula Barth Kingsolver. Paula's diploma is being presented to her by her husband, Dr. Rob Kingsolver, Dean of the School of Environmental Studies. Sarah Ann Karosky. Kimberly May LaRue. Elizabeth Louise Metz. Savannah Ree Mullins. Tonya Marie Myers. Tiffany Ann Petrone. Julia Lynn Steib. The following master's degree recipients are from the Ansley Fraser Thornton School of Education. Master of Arts in Education graduates: Katie Nicole Baker. Heather Diane Barnes. Julia Marie Chapin. Megan Rapp Exner. Audrey Vanessa Griffith. Heather Marie Hunt. Brittany Holloway Jones. Lisa Ann Radcliffe. Joseph Lee Rice. Kara Beasley Schaff. Rachel Catherine Schwalger. Karen Renee Thomas. Karen's diploma is being presented to her by her mother, Martha Thomas, staff member in the Rubel School of Business. Stephanie Nicole Van Epps. Abigail Lynn Woods. Master of Arts in Teaching graduates: Nicole Diane Allgood. Alyssa Marie Bear. Jenna Marie Bellis. Laura Nicole Curl. Brandon Netter Harrison. Uwe Georg Hayes. Christopher William Horton. Jennifer M. Jewell. Adam Stephen Kaiser. Robert Alexander Laudeman. Cassandra Beth Martin. Laura Elena Smythe. Courtney Nicole Veit. Michelle Lee Vickers. James Isaac Wassam. David Richard Wolkensberg. The following Master of Science in Analytics degree recipients are from the School of Continuing and Professional Studies. Dennis Matthew Gomer. Timothy Ryan McKenna. The following Master of Arts in Communication degree recipients are from the School of Communication. Christopher Michael Golden. Priscilla Gabrielle Hinken. Carmen A. Montañez. Joshua Ojo Sewell. The following baccalaureate degree recipients are from Bellarmine College: Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Music graduates. Holly Renee Baker. Sarah Marie Barnett. Justin Adam Scott Bryant. Lydia Elaine Clore. Molly Catherine Cochran. Andrei Chuchilovich. Kayla Ashley Darbyshire, cum laude. Catherine Ann Eikenberry. Rachel Ann Fisher, magna cum laude. Aaron C. Fitzgerald. Elizabeth Louise Gordon, magna cum laude. Jasmine LaShawn Greer. Victoria Helms. Jessica Lynn Herzog. Gregory Thomas Hillenbrand, summa cum laude. Nicholas Bauer Canyosti. Ryan Allen Kinnercanet. Maxwell Malloy Leak. Kimberly Ann Leslie. Madison Rebecca Lockard. Andrew Christian Curante Malik. Christopher Chase Martin. William Everett Martin, cum laude. Tyler Luis Martinez. Trenton Wayne Mattingly. Julian Lee Nethery, cum laude. Joy Norris. Melina Jo Pearson. Lauren Michelle Polston. Kevin Lewis Rasp. William Michael Raymer. Carrie Lynn Reinhardt. Caitlin Danielle Rule. Catherine Elizabeth Rexroth. Angela Marie Roan, summa cum laude. You go, girl. Maria Schumacher, magna cum laude. Adam Dalton Sears. Alyssa Amelia Stanger. Ian Mark Stewart, cum laude. Cammie Lee Thorpe. Brittany Beatrice Tolbert. Benjamin Thomas Turi, magna cum laude. Miranda Lee West. The following baccalaureate degree and advanced accounting certificate recipients are from the W. Fielding Rubel School of Business. Timothy Joseph Anderson. Keenan Charles Baker. Deanna Mae Bunton. John Michael Clare. Mary Cynthia Connor. Austin Richie Doty. Alyssa Rose Dunn, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Escobar Sancha. Casey Ellen Guernsey. Lance Thomas Hagan. Daniel Francis Koenig, magna cum laude. Philip Patrick Leopold, cum laude. Louis Lee. Heather Diane Parrott. Derek Jean Payton. Megan Elizabeth Poole, cum laude. Trevor Dean Schneider. Eric Brandon Shuck. The following baccalaureate degree recipients are from the Donna and Alan Lansing School of Nursing and Health Sciences. Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Health Science, and Bachelor of Arts graduates. Cindy Lee Castillo. Julia Cassandra Clark. Catherine Lee Duberg. Terry Renee Gibson. Angela Napier Greenwell. The following baccalaureate degree recipients are from the Ansley Fraser Thornton School of Education. Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science graduates. Louise Teresa Igo. Flannery Marie Musk, summa cum laude. Whitfield Lavice Pollock. Alexi Jacqueline Reed, magna cum laude. Danielle Marie Terry, magna cum laude. Evelyn Judith Trejo, cum laude. Brittany Morgan Vaughn. The following baccalaureate degree recipients are from the School of Communication. Bachelor of Arts graduates, Elizabeth Mary Carlson. Olivia Karis Hart, cum laude. Dante Michael Navarro. Alana Brianne Perry, magna cum laude. And a Master of Science in Analytics degree recipient is Kevin Michael Schmidt. Would Father Ron Knott please come forward to offer our benediction?
Let us pray. Loving God, as we leave here today, we ask your blessing on these graduates, on their families and friends. Make them aware of all the blessings that you have showered on them during their time here at Bellarmine. We ask you to continue those blessings as they begin their careers or continue their educations. Bless their parents, spouses, relatives, and friends, indeed all those who have shared in their journey to this day. We ask a special blessing on the many benefactors who have built and sustained this university in today. And we end another calendar year at Bellarmine University. Continue to bless the faculty, staff, administration with generous hearts of service. Make this place a place of personal growth and mutual support. Keep this campus safe for all who live, study, work, and visit here. We pray for this in your great name. Amen.
The words to our alma mater were written by Dr. McGowan in 1992. Today's musical arrangement is by Mr. Richard Burchard, a faculty member in the Bellarmine Music Department. Dr. Tim Glasscock, the chairperson of that same department, will sing our alma mater, accompanied by the fleur-de-lis brass quintet.
In the city of the falls, high upon a hill, stands alma mater Bellarmine, the pride of Louisville. Her scarlet silver colors true shine brightly in the sun, and warm our hearts and memories, your daughters and your sons. The hopes and dreams and values born in our Kentucky home will stir our hearts and minds and lives wherever we may roam. And as we grow, dear Bellarmine, in the love of truth, alma mater Bellarmine, so grows our love for you.
Once again, we offer our sincere congratulations to all of our graduates. Guests, please remain in your places until after the recessional. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.